Hey guys, one more time, Alison Hunter here, ready to rock with another Excel tutorial. And today we are going to work with the rand between formula that we have in Excel. Of course, this has been with us for a long time already, and based on the version of Excel from 2010, this was an amazing formula. Of course, nowadays we have a variety of formulas that are not included in this 2010 version of Excel, but we will be doing some videos with those formulas as well, as I use the other computer for Office 365. So don't worry, we will get there. We just want to make sure we cover everybody that has a different type of versions for Microsoft Excel. Okay, so what do we do first? We will have a slot machine, I'll say, yes. And for every game that we do, this is just a very silly, simple game, so don't expect too much from it. I just want you to see the functionality of Excel in a lot of different topics. In this case, working directly with the random formula, or the rand between, and it's called between because you just basically able to give a parameter for the starting point and then a parameter for the end point. So this is a great formula. Every game that you build will have a text, a caption, or a title. That's the right word for it. Let's just go ahead and place it here for a moment. Matter of fact, let's take it from here. You ask me, it will look better. So let's merge and center this set of this range of cells. Let's make sure the text is right on this one. Center, and let's put, I don't know what title we'll use for this. The crazy slot machine, perhaps. Yeah. Oh, maybe just to be more specific, crazy MS Excel slot machine. Sounds a little bit better. Don't ask me where I get all these ideas from. I'm just trying to figure something out here, and that could be a nice title color. This one might work as well. So let's see. Price Excel, yeah. Okay, random number one. This is the random number one. So what colors we're gonna use in this one? That's a good question, actually. Perhaps. Let's go ahead and use this for the moment, right, guys? And you guys can figure out which color is best for your game. I will leave these ones for me. So first thing that we need to do on this game is just make sure we produce those numbers, and this is where the formula rand between comes and takes place of the whole enchilada. So we will start working with numbers from 1 to 3. This in order for us to be able to see fast results in the matching of these numbers, so that we can declare a winner anyways. So as you can see, we have number 2. If we just hit enter again and reproduce the formula by just clicking on it and just hit it, and then you will see another set of values. Let's just drag this to the right so that we can drag the formula along with it. And that's pretty strange, all of them at the same time with the same number. So as you can see there, now this is working. I would like to give a little bit more of a step to this. So let's just make sure we select at least 4 cells. All right, let's merge and center, and then wrap this text. Let's make sure we have a huge number in there. maybe 48 is more than enough. And there comes the hot stepper. Let's use this one. I know, guys. I know. Not the best numbers that you might actually find in there, but they're interesting anyways. So as you can see now, our game is just, taking place. It's just getting crazily beautiful. Matter of fact, I might end up just removing this part here. I'm sorry about that. Well, crazy me, I'm not merging it first. So how am I expecting this to work the way I want if I'm not just moving the thing to the right place, correct? So let's just go ahead and paste this here, and let's do it with this area as well. That looks better right there. And now let's make sure we just place this back to merchant center and wrap in the text. So here you go, guys. You can see now that this is taking another level, when it comes to games. Now, how do the person that is playing this game knows two things? First, when a person wins, so we have to make sure we put another title or a caption or a set of cells that would have a text saying, okay, this guy is already a winner for this, or in order for us to not be reproducing all the time, the formulas, but just selecting it and hitting the enter key in order for us to see results. I think it's the time for us to start working with some macros, which is, yes, we will get to the macro section. We are getting there, but now this is the first time that I will use something like that for you guys. So let's get ready. This is getting exciting. So the first thing that we need to do, without any doubt, is let's announce in here the winner of a set of sections for this game. So you either win or lose in this, and there's no dues or any type of things like that. So let's just go ahead and type in here U1 for the moment. We will actually have to work with some formulas in order for us to validate each of those numbers and make sure that the three of them are equals. Otherwise, you will not be able to win. But I need to just, make sure I format this as well. So, matter of fact, it would be more interesting if I create a base color for this, right? A color that will basically be similar to the one that we already have there. But if a person is able to win for real, I want to use the conditional formatting for this and create a new rule. And let's select from the rule type the number 2, okay, and we'll say if cell value here format only cells with if the cell value is equal to and let's put I'm sorry about that, U1. What happened if that cell has the text that says U1? Okay, let's just format this, and I can probably use for the font a nice looking red color. I know guys. And then for the fill one, we can use different type of effects. We can use variants of gradients if you wish, vertical, horizontal, or you can simply leave it as a solid color. It really depends on you, okay? And you can also choose the style that you want for this. As you can see here, you have a variety of here maybe we can just with the color of this something more simple. But what I say with this is basically you can do a lot of things with fill color, and it's amazing how you can play with this. So when you win, I know it's not the best color for win, or maybe we can use a green one. I'm kind of getting into that the concept of and if you're using green, of course. I'm sorry about that. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I just get back from work, and it hasn't been a easy day for me. So here you go. So when you win, you'll be able to see this. As you can see there, right? And what happened when you lose? Let's say you lose. See what happened. Um, so you have another color now. Okay. So let's get into the part of the formulas that will make the calculation for me. Okay. Let's just go ahead and say we will validate the center column. The center number with the right and left side numbers. So we will use an if, and we will say if C8 is equal to the center, which is D8. If that is true, let's just simply type there you won. I know you're wondering why only 2. We will work on that. And if it's not, we'll say you lose, okay? And let's just make sure we close that there. Okay, as you can see, it says you lose because we don't have any of those colors. Okay, now it says you won because 1 and 1, of course, they're equal. So the game is actually working, but one more thing, we have to make sure that not only 2 cells are being covered and the validation, but all of them. Okay, so how do we do that? We will use another beautiful formula that we have in Excel, which is this and okay and so we have to move. I was just making sure it was working, so now we have to move this one and send it to E1. Okay, so until all of them are equal, we won't be able to see a U1. I'm just hitting enter right now to reproduce. There you go. This is the case that I was looking for. So now you see that the 3 numbers here are equal, so we have the U1 message over here now. As you can see, that's excellent. This is actually working, but it would be kind of annoying to be selecting a cell and then going to the formula bar and then hitting enter. It's very annoying. So let's just go ahead and wow, my neighbors are very noisy today. I mean, it's crazy. Let's just go ahead and select insert, and from here we have a different type of we have a variety of things that we can insert. In this case, I'm looking for a beautiful type of smart art or something that would allow me to have a button in there. You can use shapes, you can use, I mean, you have a vast amount of things that you can use. Let's try the shape actually. Maybe a simple shape will just solve the issue right now. So let's just select this for the moment, and let's paste button number here, maybe in this area. Okay, so now we have the let's say the button that will do all the magic for this. I'm just kind of just giving a format for this, making sure I have shadows in it, or even bevel, which is a great way of showing the shape of the button, and let's just write or type in some text in there. Okay, so this is weird. Generally, you are able to edit the text just by double clicking, but anyway, click to play. Okay, we're about to get there, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. So click to play. Make sure we go to the home page and just center these and add some sort of volume to um, the text. And one more thing, I think on the format, I will just another cutoff of this button because this I think we've been repeating. Actually, I like this one. Maybe we can just stay with this one. So basically, what I want to do now is just make sure I am able to click on this and use it as a button. So for that, we are going to just select the object that we are working with. All right, and we will say by right clicking on it, assign macro, select that, and hit the new button to be able to go to the Microsoft Visual Basic Editor. This is a beautiful, beautiful moment. We are now getting into the work of macros. So let's see if it's working. We will send a simple message box saying you click on the play button. Okay, we will go deep into the explanation of all this code in future videos, how to get dialog boxes and message boxes and input boxes. You will see this is just starting. So let's go back to the game dashboard and just click on button, and now you can see on the screen that it says you click on the play button. So let's get into the game code and just make sure we do code for that. Let's see how much time we have on this one right now. Just don't want to have you for 25 minutes just to build this game right now. So it's right now it's 1:32, so I guess we are going just fine right there. So we will use one of the most beautiful objects that we have on the Visual Basic. We have a different type of object. So this object is the workbook, and we will be able to see I think we have three main objects on Visual Basic, but we will go into that when we get deep into macros. So right now, I'm going to use a sub-object of this workbook, which is one of the main objects on Visual Basic, and it's the worksheet, of course. All right. So let's get to the objects in general. Okay. So what's the name that I use for this one? I think I placed it game dashboard. Maybe I can just leave it in dashboard because I don't want to deal with the huge number. Dashboard, it will be just fine. So as I was saying, so this object contains a set of all the worksheets that we have on the workbook, but we will use one right now, which is the dashboard. You can also place the index number on this one. So I'm telling you, from this workbook and from the set of worksheets that you have in this other object, I want the one that is named or is called dashboard. Okay, so now let's go to another beautiful this is an event that you have, and the event that we call the range method. So let's say A2. I know it's not the one, but this is the one that I want to use, okay, for the moment. And let's call another. Sorry about that, I leave so much space on it. let's use one method that will actually call the this method. Basically what it does is just calculate the formula that you have in a specific range. So what I really want to do is just be able to refresh the formulas on the range of cells in which we have the numbers. So let's just go ahead and try that, but let's pass the real range, which is in this case C8 and up to E8. So let's just go ahead and do that. Apologies about the noise in the background. So C8 and then D8. Okay, I think this is the right way of doing this. So let's just go ahead and try it. This will be fun for me as well. Okay, let's see. Batum, Shazam, it's working. There you go, you won. You see, it's just amazingly beautiful. The things that you can do when you actually happen to be involved with the macro world and the Excel formulas world all together. This is a mix, as a mixture of formulas and macros at the same time. That, of course, in a hybrid world, this is normal, but to me, usually I either create things in macros or I work with formulas. But sometimes you have to do this type of scenarios in which you can use both. But as you can see now, every time you click, you will see that you are able to change these numbers until you are able. I'm clicking as I speak to you guys. You are able to just keep going. You won again, you see, and you can add a variety of things there. You can send a text message on the screen, you know, and just say hey, and then in the message box you won and blah blah blah. But yeah, so this is how we use the RandBetween formula in Microsoft Excel, and this is how you create basic, super basic macro using the object from this workbook, which is an amazing object that comes from the application object, which is to me the core and the whole enchilada for the Excel worksheets. And you will see how you have the hierarchy for this type of object as we go through a set of videos on this channel. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. So for the moment, I have to let you go, and we'll see you guys in the next video once we have this one ready. And get ready, because we have a lot of things that we need to cover. I'm kind of liking this game again. You see,